Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Heat Army Podcast Live. Apologies, we're a day late. We couldn't do the show last night, and alas, we're a man down tonight as well. Steely, he's on a delayed train, so he sends his apologies. Hopefully, he might be able to meet us later on the show, but we don't know if he can. But thank you to our sponsors. I'll just get myself in the middle. Northern Print Solutions, that way. There we go. And our friends at Hope and Glory, and we'll be talking about Hope and Glory because if you haven't seen it already, they have dropped a third strip, which looks absolutely beautiful. Of course, we've got the sad news that Mark Hind, former Gateshead player, has passed away as well, age 61. So we'll be talking about that. Any memories you have of Mark Hind if you've seen him play in either of his two stints at Gateshead. And of course, I will be talking about the 5-0 defeat away to Woking. We don't want to, but we'll talk about it. It wasn't great. Also, as well, there was a post made by Tony Carter resigning from the club. That hasn't been officially announced by the club, but we'll talk about that as well. We want to say a big thank you to Tony for everything he's done throughout the years. Lots of money and lots of time and effort put in. But as I say, it is just me and Mickey. So here we are. We've moved.
Good evening.
We've moved ourselves up the screen so you can see the bottom there when messages come on and everything. And the messages are flying in, Mickey. Darcy, you would know. She's got the first one in. Trina as well. Ken Webster has put, love the shirt, must get one. Well, we'll be getting to that soon. Good evening, says Sean Parry. We've got the lovely Vanessa. So with you in a bit, just having dinner. How dare she? We've got Heat Army Adam, and if you look at his profile picture, it's the new shirt as well. Craig has put evening, lads. We've got JFC stats in. Evening, everybody. Lots of people joining us, which is amazing. John Dick, hope everyone is well. We are a Christopher Story, evening all, and a nice good evening, one and all, from Mr. Alan Guest. Right. Actually, there's one more message here. Sean White, evening, heading down to Wheelstone tomorrow, hoping for a big win. Hoping for a win. A big win would be nice as well. Mickey, I think we'll start off with obviously the sad news of former Gateshead player Mark Hind, who sadly passed away this week. I've got a picture of him here in the beautiful half and half shirt, which I think we'd all love to go back to. As I say,
if you're watching Hope and Glory.
Yeah. But as I say, I only ever seen Mark in his second stint, and from the people around me in the stands, it wasn't as good as his first, which often happens with players when they come back to football clubs. But I've seen a hard, tenacious player still. But Mickey, you've seen him in his pomp, as it were, and how good was he? Because I know he's been brought up in many a podcast lately.
Well, what can you say about Mark Hind? We know he was a good player because Mark Hind told everybody he was the best player at the club. He wasn't short on confidence. He was a good lad to talk to. I've said it on Twitter. I remember when he got called up for the England C team, and I said to him, congratulations on getting called up to the England C. He went, thanks a lot. He says, but what took them so long? Says, I'm one of the best players in the league. I should have been called up ages ago.
Yeah.
And I just looked at him and went, all right, bye.
Yeah. Good.
But he could pass the ball, and if he needed to, he put his foot in. We didn't call him 2 foot handy because of his height. There was times where if someone clattered him, he went back and got him, and you're thinking, oh no, please someone calm him down. And he got himself sent off. I can't remember where it was, might have been somewhere like Steely Bridge or Runcorn, and he's come in and he's took the lad out. But he was a good player, really, really good player, but not short on confidence. I was absolutely gobsmacked when I got that message. 61-year-old. Yeah. And I just think, wow. It's the age, really.
I mean, a lot of clubs paying tribute to him. Of course, Gateshead doing it today. Obviously, Scunthorpe, Darlington, there's a few others all put up pictures of Mark.
I think he's at Doncaster as well, isn't he?
Yeah, so it was lovely to see. And as I say, if anyone's got any messages they want to send in, please do, because obviously very sad.
Hopefully a minute's applause for him at the next game as well.
Yeah, that would be a nice touch, wouldn't it? So hopefully that will happen. Well, just having a look around, I'll say we've got other messages, but I'll go to the things that have happened today. This thing of beauty has dropped from our partners at Hope and Glory, of course, the club manufacturers, and that is a thing of beauty. There was a little slip on social media before a certain player left. He put it on social media. It wasn't a great picture. It was quickly taken down, but the weight was worth its gold, worth its weight in gold, for a pun. Obviously, it's black and gold for our audio listeners. But look, there's the players in it. There's Kenton. Looks really nice. The gold badge looks fantastic, and a nice touch to put the sponsor in gold as well. And as I say, just looking at that, I think that will be a seller.
Without a shadow of a doubt, if I had the money now, I would buy it now. If someone says you can come and pick it up, I think I might borrow the 45 quid to go and buy it.
I mean,
that's how much I like it. It's got a collar as well.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. I love a shirt with a collar.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for that. But
that'll go nice with a pair of jeans and all. If you can.
I know. Let's look at. They've picked the handsome boys to model it, haven't they? So
well, it's no surprise it's skirted past us too.
Oh, I know. I thought maybe we might have been the prime models for this, because black hates the fat. So,
well, if they wanted the Wok edition, I'm sure I'm available.
Yeah, but no, it is beautiful, and of course, there's a link in our bio to go to the shop from Hope and Glory, and you can order that today. So get yourself on that website if you want to get it. There's no no paid partnership or anything like that. We don't make anything off advertising. It's just because they partnered up with us, and as I say, we want to anyone that's working with the club, give them a push, and hopefully, the partnership with them and the club is a prosperous one, and hopefully a long-lasting one as well. But yeah,
if they want to give us the shirt, so they're more than welcome, wouldn't it, Davey?
Oh, I mean, have you been on the website, the apparel website that they've got, Hope and Glory?
I didn't know they had a Twitter site until today.
Did you not? Oh, well, they've got a lovely. The website's lovely. They've got like these dry robe coats with the lion's head on and stuff, and there's like a camouflage one. And I'm going to contact them and ask them if we can get a Heat Army podcast one. I'll pay for it. Like, get the Heat Army podcast logo on it. I think it'd look great. So it'd be nice to keep warm in the winter in that.
You know who would like a camouflage one?
Who?
Ted and Colin Scott. They like a bit camo gear.
Yeah. He likes to blend into the crowd, doesn't he? We've got Heat Army Adam. I love the little grey details on it as well. Yeah, as I say, that
like a paisley design. Would you say when you?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's obviously in the back. I'll put it back up again 1 second. You can see in the background of the picture that is what's in the shirt as well. So it is. Yeah, it's paisley, isn't it?
So that's not Jordan Preston's wallpaper.
No, I don't think it is. But the gold really sets the top alive. It does. It's very nice. Got that. Got to say that third shirt is beautiful. It really is. Great work, Hope and Glory. That third shirt is a thing of beauty. I mean, I can't wait to see it in the flesh. We've got what's that? Fought the new kits. Fought in the new kits. Love the black and gold. Says Lewis. The malt guy. Not sure if it's available yet. Doesn't seem to be on the website yet. Well, keep an eye on that website. It'll be available soon. I'm very sure.
Somewhere around the 15th, I think. Somewhere I've seen on one of the websites. Somewhere.
Well, we've got a message about Mark Hind. Sorry. Chris says the current team is missing a Mark Hind type player.
You're telling me we are, Chris.
And kept it simple. R.I.P. Mark. Yeah. As I say, that's what I was referring to earlier on. That he has been brought up in conversation of the type of player that they would like to bring in. Right. Obviously, I've got the topics here. I'll get us down in the bottom there. And we'll go through. Of course, if you are just joining us, we are talking about the 5-0 beaten, Woking, the new third strip. It looks as if Tony Carter has left as director. I didn't have anything to fill new seats. That's just there off last week. National League Cup, Prediction League, your messages. And the alternate shouldn't be there either. So apologies on that, everybody. I've only just seen that now. But there we go. There's a third strip. And as I say, seeing them in it looks even better. So really looking forward to seeing that. Sorry,
have you seen the Amazon Prime advert where it says, I'm beginning to look like my dad?
No.
Well, if you get a chance to see it, watch it, because the guy who's in it, the absolute spitting dabs at Tyrell Newton.
Ah, all right. Well, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. But there we go. You may have seen on social media.
Wow.
Tony Carter, one of the directors, announced that he was resigning. There's nothing official come out from the club yet, so I don't know if anything's happening in the background. Maybe, they've talked Tony into staying or not. I don't know. But what I will say is that I've mentioned it in previous weeks that be aware of what you say online, because it has consequences. And there was certain things said about the board that was the final straw for Tony Carter, and he mentioned that in his social media post about the board being slated, questioned, and called out, when the team probably has the lowest budget in the league and is sitting mid-table. And I think, for a long time, Tony's been the target of, I think, unwarranted abuse. That's been on the Facebook page, on the and lots of personal phone calls and texts towards him after results, which, I'm not being funny, but if you're supporting Norwich or Manchester United, you're not going to be texting the directors straight off of you and giving them abuse. So what I say is to Tony is a massive thank you if he has left the club. He's put in a lot of time, a lot of effort. He's very visual on a match day. And, obviously financially, he's put a lot of money into the club, to help the club tick along and cover wages on, month to month and things like that. So to have Tony gone is a big miss, if it is confirmed. I mean, we haven't heard anything officially from the club. And I just hope that, that they can replace him, because obviously that's a financial hole now. So hopefully, it either works its way, works itself out or not. But either way, very proud of Tony, proud to call him a friend for nigh on 30 years. And, that photo says it all.
Well,
it's
ironic what's happened with Tony Carter, and he's holding that trophy. Because way back in 1993, when we got beat off Wycombe Wanderers, I hadn't seen Carter since we left school. And it was a FA Trophy quarter final. I seen Carter at the Gateshead matches for the first time. And yeah, I'm like you, built up a good friendship with Tony. I knew him from school. He was a good friend there as well. And that's what that lad's done in the background. He doesn't shout and scream about it. He's a bit. He can be. He was, and he still probably is. He's as passionate as Gateshead as any other person. For anybody to have a gun at Carter is I don't know. It's whatever your issue is. Carter's the last person you should be having a dig at.
Yeah,
there's plenty of other people you could be having a dig at, and Carter's not one of them, I'm afraid.
Christopher Story has put True Heed legend, one of our own. We've got massive respect to Tony, keeping the club alive. He's played his part all the way through. And it's obviously doing it there. We've got Mr. Luke. Hello, gents. Shame to hear about Carter resigning. The new third strip looks amazing. Totally buying it. We've got there just to say thank you to TC for everything he's done for the club. TC is a top look and be a massive miss to the club. I don't think he's going to be a stranger. He's still going to be there on a match day.
I hope he comes back as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost.
Johnny Gray's love to TC, and hope it's just from the board and not as a fan in the stands.
Yeah, exactly, Trina.
He will be there. But yeah, no, big thank you to Tony. As I say, I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but I remember being outside of Wembley the second time and saying to him, if you had said 20 years ago you were going to be here as a director and me as a commentator, I would have, fell off my chair laughing, thinking, what kind of glory is this? And I said it to you and Steely at the time that we need to soak that in, because that was the glory years. We might get back to that, you never know. But I said,
remember where we were in the FA Cup qualifying rounds, and we used to be standing behind the goals and we're going to Wetherby, not Wembley.
Yeah. I mean, it's been the greatest time in the club's history, and Tony, played his part in that massively. But we'll see what happens. We don't know, exactly what the ins and outs are, but there was obviously a social media post, and we know people were going to talk about it. But we've got hope Tony returns as a fan. Be a shame he felt he needed to stay away. I don't think he will. But yeah, so it's it's not the greatest thing to be talking about, but I'm sure Tony won't be a stranger. And as I say, nothing official has come out, so we're just saying our thank yous in the event, if it is to happen. Right. I'm not going to bring up the highlights of the Woking game.
I wouldn't if I was you.
It was a massive collapse, wasn't it?
Brushed aside, rinse and repeat again. No tackles.
Yeah,
4 tackles in the first half. I counted 4.
It was quite the watch. It was a hard watch. Once again, Big Frank up there didn't have a chance of scoring goals. Didn't have any service. The gap between midfield and defense and attack was astronomical. At times there's just nobody there. I thought when we conceded, the heads dropped straight away. We got here, someone said Geordie men against boys.
Yeah.
It was a hard watch. And you can see by the the post-match interview from Alan as well. He said it as well. He didn't hide away from it. But as I say,
we'll come in yet. Hopefully, go on.
We've got here. Hopefully, the Woking game was just a one-off, and no passion, no motivation. Now, just before Mickey comes in, all right, we are in a really funny type of situation here, and I think this is probably my understanding of how this season's going to go. The highs will be high and the lows will be low. At the minute, we have no in between. All right, now, obviously, Curtis Nelson's come in. Is it Curtis Nelson? I don't forget.
Edwards.
Curtis Edwards. Sorry, Curtis Edwards has come in. He's had a week to train now and bedding in, and hopefully, we might have Joe back on Saturday with any luck, and maybe Jacob Butterfield might be in line to get on the bench or get some minutes. So players are due to come back. That midfield will get shored up. It's about what they can do in the meantime until that happens. There's going to be no magic wand of going out there and buying players and bringing them in. We know that. We know the reality of where we are. Yeah, and I think obviously what does hurt is the fact that the way we collapse. Don't mind getting beat. We said that the other week. But yeah, I think the highs will be high, the lows will be low.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, as regards the result, as soon as we went 1-0 down and then 2-0, I was watching it and I just thought, they've got no hope. I'm not losing faith in the lads. I'll back the lads. But we need to start. We need to get right in people's faces and get stuck in. If you lose, giving it all, I'm all for it. But we're sitting watching that. I joked when I was watching it. We had a shot after about 5 minutes. I says, "Oh, where we're gone? Yeah, we've had a shot now." And I shouldn't be joking about that. And our fans as well. Are they taking joy in we're getting beat so they can get a point of scoring for saying this and that? As a fan, I'm absolutely gutted when we lose, and I'm absolutely delighted when we win. I'm not the opposite way around. I'm not here. Yeah, people saying sack the manager. Who the hell's going to do any better than Alan Armstrong with the budget we've got?
That as well, right? Bear in mind the conversations that we've had over the last few weeks, all right, and what was said at the beginning of the season. We couldn't afford to sack the manager if we wanted to. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Put cards on the table. You're shouting for a manager to go who's got the lowest budget in the league and is sitting mid-table. I'll say that again. Probably the lowest budget in the league and sitting mid-table with a side that's missing 5 players. Oh, yeah. Hands up, sack the manager. Sounds like the friggin' easiest thing to do when you're overachieving. Well done. That just shows the mentality we've got.
Some have. Not all of them. But at the same time, being devil's advocate, yeah, they want us. If you're going to get beat, like we've said, it's the manner we're getting beat.
Of course.
I can understand why people are knocked, because I get knocked as well. I really do. It's like I was talking to someone before the game the other day. They moved Ferguson into left-sided centre half, and they put Hurst at left back. And I said straight away, this wasn't after the game. I said, why are they making 2 changes when you only have to make 1? You could put Ben Williams in there.
Yeah.
And you're not disrupting the flow of the team. That was me. I mean, I don't know why they didn't do that. I'm not the manager. To me, it seemed more like common sense to just put Ben Williams straight in the middle of the defence.
Yeah. Well, David Trons, but I think Curtis Edwards' experience will be key. Missing Butterfield massively, we are, because he does hold the ball up well higher up the pitch.
Yeah. I haven't seen enough of Curtis Edwards to say whether he'll be a decent player or not.
Hopefully will be. Conceding 3 goals in a game is criminal. No disrespect to Woking, but they aren't Rochdale, Alty, Southend, and will be up there this end of the season and battered us convincingly. That's true. I mean, the 2 of the goals, those bounces in the box that should have been cleared and dealt with.
The first goal is an absolute joke.
Yeah, I mean, the one that's thrown in bounces. I mean, are we guilty of thinking the ball's going to come to us and then being caught when it bounces?
I don't know, man.
It's because it's happening. We've got another message here. Sean Parry, the lads need to start communicating with one another. Unless that's something I've missed, I'm sure we'll hit our stride soon. Hopefully, yes. Start putting tackles in, says Trina. I'm expecting a few more results like that, but I'm hoping the team will will gel a bit more and start picking up points as we go forward. But we have seen we can play attractive football, attacking football, and put teams under pressure. But at the minute, that midfield just isn't doing the work to allow the team to be able to breathe and reset and move forward. Ken Webster's put, what's that? How are we going to get in on money we've got? So
there's plenty of players looking for clubs.
Yeah.
Hopefully you find someone who's unattached, who's looking to play football, looking to play football. And
there's lots of players out there that are desperate for a football club at this level. Sacking the manager will make a difference to the players we have. It's the budget and the players we can get with that budget. Yeah. But
exactly,
as I say, got to give people time as well to get back fit. We know it. This is why I think what everyone picked up on at the beginning of the season when Alan said there's going to be younger kids in the squad to fill it out, because we can't afford to have a squad of 25 of experienced players. That's a fact. And that's where we're at. We have exciting young players, Connor Panny, who's still getting better. I think he's looking the best he has since he's been here. You've got Callum Bowen, of course, and then there's Ben Williams and other players that are there. But like in the past, with your John Mellishers, with your Tom Whites and players like that, it does take time. Tom White wasn't Tom White in his first season. Far from it.
Yeah. You know, him and Mellick had to go on loan to Newcastle Benfield and play some football.
Despite all the negativity, we still sit comfortably mid-table, albeit early days. Exactly.
It's early days, though. And I mean, people are really worried about the defence, though, as well, Davey and Chris.
Oh yeah. As I say, but Alan Guest, Dave, you're right. It's the easiest thing to do is sack the manager. But how can we improve things, motivate the players, give them self-belief? Once that midfield is more bolted, you've got Tyrell Newton to come back as well, man. Everyone forgets about him at the minute because he wasn't involved in pre-season. So you've got 3 players to come into midfield, that can really, bolster it up. And hopefully a bit more attacking options as well, especially in Tyrell and Jacob. You've got I worry about playing away and the number of goals we concede at home. A bit of steel in midfield would help. A bit more worrying the crowd numbers is dwindling. That's another thing that has to be looked at. We mentioned it last week. We did mention last week, or I did, should I say, the the negativity online. I don't think helps to the floating fans. There is a number of fans that on Twitter, if you see the gated result put up, when the final bit of artwork for the result of the games put up, and they are just absolutely loving the demise of the club, or their perceived demise on the back of a bad result, and look at that to score points. And I'm sorry, but if you're a fan of the football club, you're not looking to score points when the team loses, are you?
I think so, but
yeah. Following the Heed is way more exciting than my other team currently. We've spent big in the summer and can't still get together. With the budget you have, be proud of mid-table currently. Yes, it's the Malt guy. The budget is low, but we have a good squad. We've got quality in there, just currently injured on the bench, and talent is raw. It is, yeah. I mean, it's a long season. We've only just got into September, right? We're sitting mid-table. Now, if you pick up points in this month and stay roughly where we are, I tell you what, everyone would have snapped their hands off at the beginning of the season, especially with the way fans were worrying in the summer.
Yeah, there is, and I kind of just waltzed past it without saying anything. -10 goal difference as well is a big worry.
Those 2 games have hammered that way with the collapse, and that is is a worry. You lose another 4 or 5 games, then that goal difference is going to be massive in the fight for staying out of the relegation zone. I think the younger players are good, just need more experience, and that's they're going to get that by game time when they come in, when and as needed. Alan Guest, hopefully this will be a temporary solution before we get injured players back. Maybe get someone on loan, possibly. That they're going to be looking. We've got but Ty backs out of tackles. Well, I'm hoping he doesn't. Most of the negative posts on social media are fake accounts. Some of them do seem to be hiding behind a pseudonym. That is very apparent. Where has the atmosphere gone in the stands? The singing is done half-hearted. Well, that's that goes a little bit hand in hand with what's on the pitch. They need to be, rallied into getting excited as well. But hopefully the singing section.
I think Trina makes a good point now, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because you've got someone up here and you've got someone the out clothesline. And as soon as the clothesline sings something, the ones that are behind us sing a completely different song.
Yeah.
So, let's all get back together. If one side sings a song, the other side join in. Maybe the rest of the stand will join in because the atmosphere is dying on its arse. I mean, the product on the field isn't exactly thrilling everybody. But I don't know. Davey, when we used to go and be 300 there, I'll still be singing with heat off.
Yeah.
Back in the team, I remember we're getting beat 7-0 at Bradford Park Avenue. and we're still singing.
Yeah, it's, as I say, it just feels flat. It feels that the harmony's kind of disappeared, and we need to get it back. We really, really do. Because, not being funny, we're as responsible as the board of directors. We've got to push people to get to the ground as well. It can't just happen. It's not just going to happen, because if you think about it, if the budget for the playing stuff isn't there, the budget for advertising isn't going to be there. All right, like it or not, it's a sad reality. That's why this podcast exists, because there's no media for us to come to the games. Look, BBC Newcastle don't come very often. They'd like to, but they're under restrictions with financial things and people work. The papers,
to be fair, BBC Newcastle, they mention all the time. So
they do. Obviously, we've got Mark Carruthers, who does absolutely fantastic for us, puts us, right up there, with articles, and coverage. But after that, it falls on us, the fans. It really, really does. It falls on us, and we've got to do our bit to get out there. And I don't know if the
Soul in a dead horse trying to drag someone to watch us at the minute, aren't you?
Yeah, but even the Soul or the Support Society, they've got a little bit of a budget. Hopefully, they might be able to get posters made, and make a push of it, and all the members can, get the flyers out. We're all in this together. So hopefully we can all push together. We've got here we go. We were louder at away games with 90 fans, and we are at home with 600. Yep, you can hear on the away games. It is really need something to pull the fans back together. Feeling divided, Facebook, etc., and Twitter, etc. Yeah, without a doubt. That's what we've been calling it out for a while. Mr. Lucas put, feel like we are on a roller coaster season with the budget. We have to accept the highs and lows this season, definitely. And I think, obviously, we know there's going to be lows, and we all know, we can't hide from it. The performance in the last couple of games has what's disheartened people. We can all handle getting beat. That's part and parcel of football. Got no divine right to win, but you can go out there and try. So hopefully, things can turn. They'll be working hard on the training pitch and, pushing forward, and hopefully they can do something tomorrow. We've got here, the atmosphere seems better when we go back when we had Malcolm Crosby as manager. And that has, the atmosphere seems to go back to when we had Malcolm Crosby as manager. That's nothing against Malcolm. No, I think it's been good up and down. But it's like the viewers of the podcast. If we're playing bad, the viewers are down. Playing well, you got lots of people watching. If there's some controversy, there's a hell of a lot of people watching, because they've got a morbid interest. This is sadly the world we live in now with social media and the way things work. But yeah, as I say, but if anyone when we try and get someone from the Soul, actually, or the Supporter Society, so I say it's been renamed, in the coming week,
we'll get Lee Calder and ask him.
Yeah, and see, if they have anything in the pipeline for helping getting fans into the stands and generating a better match day experience for everyone involved. But yeah, it is what it is, and it's going to be a long old slog. But as I say, we have got Wealdstone away tomorrow. If you are going, please let us know, and we'd love to hear from you. The Prediction League is also as well in full effect. There we go. I kind of get to the top 1 second. Joshua Walden is still sitting top of the league. Mickey and Trina in joint second place. St. Geordie in fourth with Vanessa, and I'm in sixth place on 5 points. So we're going to get them in. So if you want to get your predictions in for Wealdstone, start sending them in. I did get sent one this afternoon from Tracy Wilson for our husband, because he's not on social media. 1 second, I'll see if I can get that one up before. Well,
I've got Lee Eltmanham's. Lee Eltmanham's put Wealdstone 3, Gateshead 1.
Oof. Well, we've got this one. Wealdstone 2, Gateshead 0 is Ian Wilson's prediction. I'll just bring us back on there at the bottom. Do you want to go first, or will I, Mickey?
I'll go on first. And I hate saying this, but I think it'll be probably 2-0 to Wealdstone as well.
All right. I'm going to go with positivity. I'm going to go 2-1 to Gateshead. 2-1 to
I
Gateshead.
I
Hopefully, we'll
hope
get.
you're right, mate. I
Yeah,
really hope you're right, but that's just the way it is at the minute with me. And I cannot. If you're not going to, you've got to start showing some desire to put your foot in and close
yeah,
them doing. They've already beat Southend at home, mate. So
yeah.
I can't see what I'm doing there
Well,
and
you never
getting
know.
it.
Stranger things have happened. Heed Army Adams said we have a good record at Wheelstone. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. 2-0 to the Heed. I think Butterfield may come on and grab an assist. That might be a push. Gavin Rudd is going 2-1 win to the Heed, as is Ken Webster. We've got 2-0 win to the Heed, says Alan Guest. St. Geordie's going a 3-0 loss. Sean Parry 3-2 to Gateshead. Craig 3-1 to Wheelstone, as is Colin Dilbo, and Darcy is going a 2-1 loss. Now, obviously, the climate we're in at the moment. As I said, we've got one there as well. 3-1 win to Wheelstone, says Johnny Gray. Oh, fantastic man that puts the prediction league all together for us and runs it throughout the season. Yeah, I mean,
I severely hope I don't get any points this weekend. I really do. I hope I've got it completely wrong.
but I mean,
It just shows you. Just look at them predictions.
Well, that's what I'm about to say. Everyone, the years of hope and optimism seems to be into reality, and that's probably where we need to be. In all fairness, as I said
I
before.
think it's turning towards apathetic, mate.
Yeah,
And
well,
you're in big trouble if against apathy.
Louise. Oh, I tell you what, Louise Dick's going a 1-1 draw. John Dick
Yeah.
is optimistic. He's going 2-0, plus he's playing a joker. Oh, he could
Well done, John.
There we go. Crystal Story's going 2-2. And David Tron is going a 4-1 loss.
Oh, David, don't say that one.
I know. I'm going to be, as I say, I'll have to have a few beers after that one, with the anticipation of that. 2-1 win for the Heat. Hopefully, was going to go tomorrow, as it's a short hop on the train. Unfortunately, I have to go on a little adventure to Banbury. So,
wow.
Yes. So, as I say, we had Matt Bragg on, who was a Banbury fan, didn't we, a few years ago?
Was it Ryder Cock to Banbury Club?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
That was the old nursery rhyme.
We've got 2-0. Got 2-0 win. Got my positive pants on. So there we go. As I say,
I'm just glad you've got pants on for a change.
I know it does. Okay, keeps it good. Keeps it. You've got to air it off every so often. Anyway, so if you want to get your predictions in, please do. Of course, we're a man down tonight, so we really do want your messages to come in. If you've got any thoughts,
just send a message.
Yeah, if you've got any thoughts and views on what's going on at Gateshead at the minute, or if you're going down tomorrow, let us know what your plans are. Are you staying over? Are you doing anything else? And we've got Cheeky Bugger is the reply from Trina. To see a fine lady on top of a white horse. Is that the nursery rhyme, is it?
That's the one, Alan.
That's the one. And yeah, so as I say, we're all probably going to wrap up a little bit earlier tonight. But as I say, we hope that you're all going, if you're going down, please do, as I say, enjoy it.
Just it. Well done, Alan, we're travelling.
Yeah. I mean, I know on Saturday the fans were none too compliant to shake hands after the game and left before the players went over. Please do give the players, at least a clap if they're coming over to you. I know,
but you just witnessed a 5-0 defeat, and
I know, but positivity breeds positivity. That's what I'm saying.
but sometimes they need to know when you're knocked.
Well, I think they know. I mean, I know we get branded as happy clappers here on the podcast, which I don't agree with.
Mate. What?
Yeah, but it's about trying to unity, keeping it together, being positive, even in the dark times. And this isn't really that much of a dark time. It feels like one in comparison to what we've had over the last
And
few
I
years.
tell you what a dark time was when you're sitting in a prefab at Gateshead Stadium and Derek Bell saying to you, if we don't get enough money, in 2 weeks' time, we could be bankrupt.
Yeah.
And we went the first game of the season at Hayden. We didn't even know if we were going to see another game.
I know.
That's dark.
Yeah. But to people that are new to the club, this will be dark times for them. That's yeah.
Look,
So
yeah, it is knock, and I'm as much knocked about the results as anybody else. But
yeah.
at the end of the day, we have had darker times in this.
Oh yeah.
We
I
have
mean,
much darker times.
don't get us wrong. It hurts. It stings. It can sour your weekend. It can sour your week because you're wearing your heart on your sleeve, and then you feel let down. And it does. I'm not denying any of that. That it does just hurt. It really does. And I've ruined many a week by dwelling on it in the past.
Well, as the old saying goes, mate, there's many a good day on the lash being spoilt by 90 minutes of football.
Yeah, well, that was many a season for Gateshead. Any radio commentary more? I don't think there is. Wheelstone, is there? I'm not too sure. I think
No.
Wheelstone are the ones that don't. National League Cup tickets staying £5 is a good little incentive. I know it's not popular, but I think it's a good move by the club. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm still not beginning, but if you've got a season ticket, I think you should be allowed to go for free.
I can't go to that game, unfortunately, so I won't be providing commentary on that. So I think there might be someone in the studio, or it might have no commentary for that one. But we've got one here. We've got Heat on me. I may be going to the NLC Cup game on Wednesday, hopefully to see Butterfield. I'm sure Alan said he might play him in the National League Cup versus Middlesbrough. Well, that's good, and get some things in there. Dark Days was with Mr. Colour, yeah, definitely. Colour was Dark Days.
Steph, you had to mention that.
I know.
Stupid man.
Congratulations. Completed my first Great North run, says Christopher Story. 2 hours and 12 minutes. I'll always remember as my first year, I got the medal wrong. Oh, yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah,
that's quite
I
funny.
did, yeah.
Yeah. We got here. How is this? This is how footy goes, good and bad. Still be behind the team and the manager. Yes. And well done, Chris, for the Great North.
Yeah, congratulations, Chris. Did your Patrick run it as well?
I think
you did.
Yeah, and if there is, I'll put it on Twitter. I think that's for the commentary. But we've got a couple of minutes left. If you want to get in your predictions, if you haven't got them yet, please do. In more positive news, the young lads and lasses academy teams have had good wins this week. Yeah, I think they beat the Sunderland Academy, didn't they, the ladies? So it was a great result. Yeah, great result that. So well done to all involved on that front. And as I say, we will be back next week. If you want to quickly get any comments in for your prediction, if you haven't got it in yet, say Darcy's put well done, Chris, as well. But as I say, apologies we went on last night, and as I say, Steely is caught on a train and wasn't able to be with us. But we'll be back next week. Obviously, we'll be talking about the 2 games that will have happened, Wheelstone and the Middlesbrough game as well. So please do let us know. 1 second. Joe Wicks and Shaq took Haribo off me. Oh, she must have been down at the handing out stuff at the Great North. Yeah, thanks all. What's that? Patrick did it in around 1 hour 30 minutes. I'll pass that on to us. So he didn't wait for you. That's shocking. We've got the girls beat the SAFC Foundation of Light. One of the lads' teams beat Halifax. Fantastic stuff.
Christ, someone's beat Halifax. Wow.
Well, on that massive bombshell, we'll end the show a little bit early. We'll be back next Thursday. Lots to talk about. Let's stay positive and let's hope we are sitting here next week with some more points on the board in the National League. It will be absolutely
Let's hope it's 5 o'clock tomorrow. We're celebrating, mate.
Definitely. On that note, everybody, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye.